Listen, I very sad when Rod stay in problem. I'm very, very sad and cry too much. And
they discharged me after 8 months. And eventually, you know, I got a phone call when I was visiting my parents. I'd moved out from Lawrence Heights and I was up there visiting. I got a phone call from somebody I rarely heard from, and I knew that it was something was wrong. And she told me that my friend Michael had been shot the night before and went into surgery through the whole night and didn't make it and died in the morning. So, you know, I look back and I say, wow, if I maybe didn't see my mother cry, or if I didn't get the strictness that my dad had, or if I didn't have that, I could have been out there with them, you know, it could have been me.
When I met Rod and I looked at his work, I was like, wow, I see, well, a picture really is 1,000 words. I see everything that I think about and that I believe in as ways that we can better our society. Some of the pictures he has, one in particular that he gave me for my birthday, I think in 1995 or something, was a picture in Lawrence Heights, and it was a group of boys monkeying in front of the camera and a group of girls in the background looking quite shy and quiet. And it spoke to me of the community he grew up in, which was very similar to the one I grew up in Scarborough.
Unos meses después, Rodrigo decide ofrecer cursos de fotografía en Lawrence Heights. Quiere dar a los jóvenes la oportunidad de mostrar su creatividad.
Some of the youth were not happy with it, me coming around with a camera, you know. But over time, I think I've had to kind of get their confidence in knowing that, you know, I'm not here as a private investigator or an undercover police officer, as I was accused of on many occasions.
4 jóvenes deciden inscribirse en el programa.
I'm interested in seeing some of these young people's lives through.
I've seen, you know, a lot of my peoples, you know, suffer some hard times. You know, whether it's incarceration or murdered or whatnot. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a failure, man. I got too much smarts for that. But at times, you know, it's certain lifestyles are enticing. Not saying that I'm perfect. You know, I'm just trying to get ahead in life, man. You know what I mean? I feel I may be young. I look young, but I feel I'm getting old. That's generally me, and I don't want to, you know, I have goals. I write my goals down and I try to achieve them.
My daughter is my number one, so I gotta look out for like whatever I make, wherever I can make the money for her, to give her the house and, you know, get her into like, you know, university or college. That's what I'm gonna do. And then she witnessed a shooting in the backyard, and she was outside actually when that happened, so. And that was the day that I made the decision to move out of the area.
Yeah, that was very close to home. I think there was an event going on right behind your backyard, and a gunshot broke out, so her
And my
daughter
daughter
was
was
out.
playing in the backyard.
Who's this?
My daughter. She's 3. I just work, and I just been registered for school to start in September at George Brown. And I'm going to be taking business, administration, finance, management.
You're not taking photography?
No, that's probably on the side.
I rap. I compose music. I would like to be a publisher one day. Maybe write some books, write some songs that the world will sing. Photography, what you see as a photographer and you're an artist, you're looking at life in a whole different perspective. So what you may see, I never seen, because I'm looking at it from the light I see it from.
This is Samantha from the Inside Out project. Yes, we'll be coming there in about 15 minutes to do the interview as well as take pictures.
El proyecto busca documentar las historias de vida de algunos de los ancianos de la comunidad.
Are you interested in becoming more involved in the community?
¿Estás interesado en participar más en la comunidad?
Sí. What you want to do is get the shot where he's, yeah, like that.
I know more about how they relate with Rod and how the struggles that they experience are similar to the ones that Rod experienced, and that they're accessing some programs that help them to be able to relate to people inside the community and outside of the community in new ways. And I haven't been able to be a part of that work very much, but I'm certainly in awe of it. You know, it's been an amazing journey, and watching Rod relate to those kids is, you know, always brings me close to tears.
You know, there's a few shots here that I took that I'll show you that, you know, I didn't know I had it in me. So, you know, it makes me feel that, you know, I'm part of something. Rodrigo's the best, man. This guy's, I mean...
I pay him to say that.
This guy's the best, man. I mean, when you need it, and you need it the most, man, he's here for you. I mean, yeah, he's a role model. He's a role model, definitely.
Luego de 6 meses de arduo trabajo, los jóvenes tienen el honor de ver su obra expuesta al público.
It's just amazing how people allow us to walk into their privacy, basically, right? They walk into their home, their life, a part of who they are.
I'm growing as a person. So I'm learning a new thing. I'll put myself out there for people can actually know. I take photographs and I do other things. My eyes are cameras. So what I see, I hope people see now.
My experiences that occur in my life are always based on a decision that one makes. You can choose to do A today and it will have result B. Well, if I stop and analyze what has happened there, then I can change my life and say, well, if I chose to do B instead of A, then my result would be completely different. Well, let's try that.
La exposición recibe gran despliegue y el Club de Fotografía es ahora un programa permanente a disposición de los jóvenes de Lawrence Heights. Para Rodrigo, es hora de continuar y retomar las labores pendientes. Para comenzar, una reunión que le hará cambiar su propio enfoque de vida.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien. Un
Mucho
placer,
gusto.
Rodrigo.
Igualmente, Teresa González.
Teresa es una prestigiosa educadora en Toronto, quien acaba de regresar de trabajar en Perú. Ama los animales y es reconocida por rescatar animales abandonados.
One day as I was going through the rural areas, I saw what I thought was a monkey, but I thought, Teresa, you've really lost your mind. Like, there isn't a monkey that it's like looking at a desert and you think you see a hole filled with water. So I stopped the truck and I got out, and sure enough, it was a spider monkey, quite large, and he was tied to a tree. The tree had very little shade. There was no water, there was no food. And I asked the people around, who does he belong to? What's his name? They told me his name was Joel. And it was that pleading, help me sort of look in his eyes that kept me awake a lot of nights. And every time I'd go by to that same rural area, I would see Joel, and I'd get down and I'd bring him a banana or something. And through one of those trips, I realized that he was very ill. I took him to the vets. The vets told me I didn't have a hope in hell, he wasn't going to make it. And I thought, I don't care what I have to do, this monkey is going to make it.